You are being watched.
Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony. And we're back for Person of Interest, Season 2. Last time was Till Death.
Yep.
Where we had Jacob from Lost.
Yes.
Took us a while to realise. Well, we had to look it up. But it was a husband and wife trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. They ended up making up, but there we go. But we're on Season 2, Episode 9, C.O.D.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, I guess. I don't know.
Call?
I think that is what it might be.
Yeah, it might
could
be the call of his duty.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll go back into...
Who knows? This aired on the 6th of December 2012, directed by Clark Johnson and written by Ray Utarnachitt. Utarnachitt. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I like how I get excited and you just continue.
Well, I have to continue, so... what are you getting
I'm wondering if it's going to base more on her.
I don't know. Maybe. Could be. Because she was in the military. Carter.
Yeah, Carter, because she was obviously with him in the military. And obviously what they both...
I don't think she was with him.
Oh, not Carter. No, sorry.
They weren't in the military together.
Okay, they were in the
CIA
together. Sorry, I got confused then when you said military.
We need to record more because you don't know what you're talking about. Let's get on with it. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, because it was Call of Duty that they had to kill each other, wasn't it? So maybe it might focus more on that.
Maybe. But I don't know if the CIA is counted as that. It's more army kind of... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We're just making up nonsense. Right. Full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. Let's go. That'll be quite loud enough.
What if it means like cauliflower over bread? Or on bread? Like, we could be looking at this far too much.
C.O.D. for a start. And
bread begins with
bread. B.
Oh, yeah, it does.
For fuck's sake. You just cauliflower on bread. Like you were right.
What about...
This is going to be a long day.
What about cauliflower on donut?
Fuck's sake.
Why did I think D and B were the same letter?
My God.
I was adamant then as well.
Yeah, the way you said it like I was an idiot.
You want to make $500? Give me a number. Circle the block. Wait for my call. You get the other half when you pick me up.
That doesn't sound dodgy whatsoever.
Is money written like that any good?
Tape it back together, it's fine.
Fermin Ordonez, age 38, born in Cuba. Yesterday he emptied out every last dime from his savings account.
Oh, he's legging it.
Cab drivers are 30 times more likely to be killed on the job than most other professions. You better keep a close eye on him. Never know who's going to step into his cab.
I mean, that's a good point. Like, anyone could be getting in.
Yeah.
Please don't rush. I get car sick.
This paper towel's underneath the seat, yeah?
Oh,
Thank you.
that's quite considerate.
Yeah.
I like this guy. I'm going to get in his cab because I get car sick.
Defected from Cuba in 05. Drafted as a top pitching prospect till he tore a ligament in his arm.
Let's see what else we can find out.
Are you talking about me back there? Do you know what I mean? He's just like... Did he just like...
Yeah.
Why not try a little small talk?
Patience.
Are you talking to me?
He did actually say it.
Actually,
Yeah, you gotta be careful who you pick up. You never know if I'm driving around a good guy or a bad guy, you know?
I can only imagine. Must make you a good judge of character. What do you make of me?
It's a nice suit, but not too flashy. A professor or... I know,
Professor
a librarian maybe.
Why,
Kind
yes.
of is.
Of a sort.
Yeah, basically, he has a library.
We've got sound, video, and GPS. The threat could come from any one of 8 million people in this city.
Oh, lovely.
I'll try my best to eliminate them all.
Nobody does that to me. He's a dead man.
I remember there's a farmland over here.
Quite a cast of characters.
I can imagine you just get all sorts of people.
Turn on the ball game.
No baseball game.
Just put on a game.
One more time, we're gonna have a real problem.
Down. Get it.
You owe me money.
I can't tell if Ordonez has more of an issue with drunks, a game of baseball.
After what happened to his arm, he probably just wants to tune it out.
Meh.
Looking into every passenger.
No priors.
I'm sending you his GPS logs.
His GPS logs, which I'm sure you have an official request to the TLC.
Not quite. But if it would make you feel better, I could hack into their network and make it look like I did.
mind. I'll check it with the daily crime blotter.
Oh, and how did your date go with Detective Beecher? Sounded like it really went well.
No privacy. I mean, that's the whole point of the show, but yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, that's...
HR, eh?
I just got word from Elias. He says no more business with HR.
I like this.
At this point, you gotta wonder who's even left.
That's really cool.
That was... that web.
Yeah, here they are.
We made a tactical error, turning our back on Elias. Time we make peace, get us walking on the same path again.
HR and Elias together.
I'll bring some backup.
Oh my.
It's gonna be fast going, isn't it?
Well, who else?
Detective Fusco.
You have it?
Yeah, I told you I'd find a buyer for it.
All right. 800 for the laptop.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Good luck, my friend.
What's he doing? He's getting all his money.
Yeah.
He's just got it all in that tin.
What is in the boot?
Finch, I think I know what happened to our cabbie savings.
Huh.
Carrying it all around with him right now.
We must have overlooked something. Is he dealing drugs?
Like him with his little teapot.
It's about to go down. Looks like he's about to buy something. Buy his way out of a big hole.
Maybe he wants a really big burger.
Señor Mendoza, ya 40 días para María y Jorge como hablamos ya.
Oh, jeez.
Do
45.
they have a safe way to get here?
Oh,
The last photo I have of my wife and son.
no, this is just sad.
Well, they did say
A slight problem.
he defected from Cuba, didn't he? So.
The price has gone up. We only have enough money for Maria or Jorge, but not both.
Jeez.
Don't do this. You know it is not safe for them in Cuba anymore. Well, how am I supposed to come up with another $40,000?
The land of opportunity, my friend. You find a way.
Damn, I feel like this guy's not very nice.
Ordonez is a desperate man, Finch.
Sounds like he just came up short.
By half.
Who knows what he'd be willing to do to get his family back?
Who knows?
Can't Finch just make some numbers?
Just give him the money. I mean, he's going to question
Hacked the
everything.
Cuban government database.
Of course you did.
Apparently, Ordonez pitched for the Cuban national team when he defected to the U.S. If they catch his family trying to defect, his wife can go to prison.
Explains why Ordonez is so desperate to get his family out of there.
It must be crazy trying to get someone safe and...
Yeah.
Close, Mr.
Where's he going to get... He's got to do a lot of cab rides to get another
Ordonez turned off his
40,000.
sign. He's not looking for a fare.
Oh.
Waiting for.
Rafael Acosta plays second base for New York.
Defected together in 05.
You're a baseball reference machine, Finch. You should get out more. Taking a game once in a while.
Who says I don't?
When does he find the time?
Me? I hate to ask, but I just need a little help with mi familia, you know?
Yeah.
What's he gonna give him that?
Toma.
Take that. Good luck, family, okay?
Like probably $100.
Yeah.
He needs more than that.
Lost he ended up with the life Ordonez could have had.
That must suck. One of them ended up really well, and the other one lost his family, his career.
Guys is on for this morning.
Count me out.
Did we ever get Anthony's name?
You got one too many skeletons in the closet. Not to mention a couple buried in the ground. But they can always be dug up. Fine, I'll be there.
That's a really, really cool way of doing a flashback
Yeah.
to show what happened.
You're here because if this thing goes sideways, these guys are gonna want something to shoot.
That's comforting.
Gotta say, Shape HR isn't quite sure what you got to offer anymore.
Grafoni's the only one that got away. On the back of this photo is the alias and present address. No one's supposed to love you.
In exchange, you want what?
Elias's support in rebuilding HR.
See what he says. What do you reckon? That's a scary team up, though.
The boss accepts your offer. On one condition. The boss says you bring Grafoni to it.
I mean, yeah, that's a.
All's forgiven.
Consider it done.
Why
This is how
do the
dirty
work?
cops
Just
get
get the
dirty.
dirty cops to do it for you. Yeah, that's so cool. It's very sunny in New York today.
It is.
Yeah, it's lovely.
What were you doing here last night for 25 minutes?
We got his, this guy. Like he's been dead about 9 hours, multiple gunshot wounds. Secret Service. I don't know who tipped him off, but
oh my.
they were all over that body the minute we called it in.
No offense, but this case is need to know.
No offense taken. If a body drops in New York City, we're gonna have to ID it.
Vadim Pushkov. Has anything turned up yet? Laptop, phone?
Well, some
What?
receipts
The laptop.
and this makes you wonder where
Yeah.
Any idea how he got here? Town car? Cab? Maybe we...
I think she might know.
GPS put your driver at Morningside Park for a window of 25 minutes last night.
And a body's turned up.
Some Russian guy
Jeez.
acute lead poisoning.
Whatever you can find out would be much appreciated.
Unlikely. They're about as forthcoming with information as you are. I'll see what I can find out.
Maybe Finch is in the Secret Service.
Maybe.
Pushkov. He's likely some kind of international criminal.
Seems like our cabbie gave
Oh
the
my.
wrong guy a ride.
Regent to Queens.
Oh, she's...
No address.
Her accent
Can't
is,
seem to access this woman's phone. Either she doesn't have one.
Russian.
Now take this all the way down and make a right on Vernon.
This sounds sketchy.
Got a bad feeling about this, Finch.
Strange place for her to be going.
Kind of scared.
Yeah.
She's isolated him, Finch.
It's a big bill.
A friend of mine was in your cab last night. Did he leave anything behind? Do not lie.
If someone did leave anything in here, I didn't find it.
Change? That's scary. Drive. Just get out of there.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not in service.
You're gonna want to give me a lift anyway.
Pretty lousy day, okay?
I'm afraid it's gonna get a whole lot worse from it.
Any trouble?
Unfortunately, you and I don't have much to say on that matter. Now listen up.
Jeez.
I want you to aim for the rear quarter panel of their car and don't let off the gas. You got that? Now's a good time.
Oh, that's so cool.
Wait, what?
Now, Simon.
Just drive. They're gonna be like, who was that guy just suddenly in the car?
I'm fine, Finch.
Yeah, imagine you could pick someone up like that. You're like, what? I mean, like you said, first of all, you didn't want trouble. He thought he was being robbed.
Blonde who led him into the trap made a call. I believe it's Estonian.
Oh.
Had a similar experience in Russia. Didn't work out too well for them.
So why are you helping me?
You need to decide whether your life's worth more than whatever that guy left in your cab.
It sounded like he was trying to sell something. HSEC or travelers. I didn't know what he was talking about. He left the laptop. I sold it. I drive him around all day, and then he stiffed me on the tab.
Finch, are you there?
What in the world could be on that laptop?
Who are you talking to?
What is it?
Business partner. Estonia's getting it back. Maybe the only leverage we have to keep you alive.
What could be on the laptop? It's all the unreleased WhatAreMovie videos.
What? There is none.
I mean, there's a couple, but...
That's
oh, no.
Looks like this Estonian.
I showed him the laptop. Got him killed.
Damn.
Is the laptop still here? Willing to kill anyone who comes in contact with it.
It appears that he sold the laptop to an online buyer named Demon 8. Probably go to the dark net.
Oh,
Try to sell it on Silk Road or one of those.
We better get moving because you're going to be next.
This is a very dangerous laptop.
It
He's got himself into a sticky situation.
He brought us all the way to New York.
In exchange, he takes a cut of your contract when you get paid.
He promised us the moon.
Sounds like a bit of a con man.
Mendoza figured he'd find another way to get his money out of you.
Sometimes I wish that I never left Cuba. I
Didn't he
trade
get
all that
his
in
family
just to
over?
see my family one more time. To see my son grow up. He doesn't even know who I am anyway.
He's 50 years old now.
Right for me. You gotta trust me.
Do I have a choice?
He's got a trusting face.
Yeah.
You know what's on that thing?
Do you, detective?
Not yet. I have a strong premonition that whatever it is, it can embarrass the government. Am I right?
I mean, I guess that's why Secret Service is.
Pushkov, hacker extraordinaire. We have no idea what Pushkov was up to this time. Afraid to even think about what would happen. Where are we going?
Body drop. Last gotta sell the laptop.
It's funny how this police officer knows more than Secret
I
Service.
may have discovered what was on $175 receipt for short-term parking at JFK. It's possible that he's speaking about the Homeland Security Automated Identification Database. My best guess is he stole information on a huge number of travelers.
They said
Addresses,
travelers,
FBI clearances, biometric data.
They could sneak whoever they wanted directly into the country using stolen credentials. Terrorists could get their hands on this.
A breach like that only has value if no one knows about it in contact with the laptop.
Makes sense.
Suspicions are confirmed. Demon 8's trying to sell it for $50,000. I'll try to make a buy, set up a meet.
Okay, Phil Sillo for selling it for 800 now.
Connect with Demon 8. Agreed on a price for the laptop. Sending you the address now.
This seems dodgy.
What is this place?
Creepy.
There's no one here. This place is empty.
What do you mean, empty?
The camera.
Oh.
We're being watched.
Is it a setup?
Is there a secret wall? They're like,
why?
Bowman will swing by and pick you up.
I can't do it. I gotta keep my nose clean. Plus, I'm no good till you're locked up.
Oh, I'm sure we'd find something for you to do with yourself, Lionel. Besides, you're not that much good to me as it is. Okay, Lionel, you've sealed your fate.
Oh, God. I mean, he said about the dead body they have on him. Lionel's a good boy now, though. It's not good having that around when Secret Service is it. And that's some good blackmail. Poor Fosco. He's trying to be
just
good.
had a message from Demon 8. He doesn't like the way you look.
What the hell's wrong with the way I look?
You look like a Fed. I piggybacked on the signal from his camera and traced it back to where he is right now.
Estonian friends are looking for Demon 8 too. We're gonna be delayed.
Whoa. They are big guys.
they are.
I'd have to meet Demon 8 on my own.
I like how he's just left Reese to do the fight. And he's like, oh, this is game.
What can you do from there?
Yes, Lionel.
Well.
I'll call you back.
Oh no. He just wanted help.
Yeah?
Okay, fine. Tell me when to do this.
20 minutes later.
She's in the file. Estonian operator named Utarnachitt.
She walks out. 10 minutes later, Mr. Mansour dies in a hail of bullets.
She's scary.
Yeah, she's like a Black Widow.
Angel of Death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Black Widow, yeah. Although they kind of tend to do their own things, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
You're not Demon 8.
What do you know?
I know that he's sitting right over there. You should take better care to encrypt its IP address.
Yeah. Bear is scary.
Yeah.
I won't mess
Is that
with
the
him.
first time we've really seen him since?
Yeah. We see him the odd occasion, but not like
Yeah, but
out and about.
working.
Yeah.
You arranged to make a deal with the Estonians, thinking they would pay more.
Are they going to turn up?
100,000, double your asking price. What's the catch? The catch, Albert, is that you leave this very second. Disappear and don't show your face, especially not at your mom's house in Queens where you presently reside. Take your money and go far. Some very bad people want that laptop. They will kill you.
Then why would you want it?
Let me worry about that. Go.
I love how persuasive, well, not how well thought out like Finch can be. Like he knows so much information that he can.
Yeah. Got distracted.
It's like he's playing chess.
Where's the pool hall?
He sees ahead.
Have the laptop, but I'm afraid you'd better come rather quickly.
Get her, bear!
Who is this bloody woman?
Rip her up!
I know what's on it.
Don't say that.
I do like men with glasses. Too bad. Shoot the dog.
Don't shoot the dog.
No!
I wouldn't do that, fellas.
Oh, nice. Always saves the day.
Yeah, bear!
Yes.
Nice try.
Yeah.
Yes, that arm.
It's not too bad.
Little high, but still got there.
Nice. That's a good team up. No, Fusco.
Hey, give me a second.
Come on, Reese, help him out.
Yeah, what's going on?
You called me Lionel, remember?
Kind of buried on this case.
Just tell him.
Nah, it's nothing.
Fusco.
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
I don't think that's true. Come on, Reese. Hopefully he reads into it more.
He really doesn't want to be a dirty cop.
No. He's trying.
Wait a second. Is he laughing?
I'm laughing, 'cause I ain't the one who's about to get hit.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, fellas. Elias told me you might be coming. Ever since I screwed up, I've been trying to work my way back into his good graces.
Double crossed him.
Elias wants you to take a message back.
Man. Elias is also playing chess.
Yeah.
It's always ahead.
I owe you a cab fare for the day. I think you're gonna like your tip.
It's going to be 40,000, isn't it?
Or just his family.
Agent Vickers.
That'd be a good tip.
I've been told he was very instrumental in tracking down the Estonians who killed Pushkar. It also sounds like he may have something you've been looking for. Maybe he can get it to us if we can help him out with something. And what's that?
Nice.
It'll just take...
Damn.
Oh, happy ending.
Yeah. Hey, better get some time off.
Yep.
Imagine not seeing your family for that long.
It's 5 years, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, happily ever all. Oh. All it took was a crazy Russian.
Yeah.
That kid's like,
who the fuck are you?
what did happen?
¿Puedes coger?
Can you catch?
Bear understands.
No.
Throws it too hard, like just back.
Doesn't even hug his son, he just throws a ball at him.
That's what he's been waiting for. Catch of your son.
I got my own bag of tricks.
What's going on with Lionel?
Keep an eye on him.
She's like, you care about Lionel? Like, what?
Oh, there goes the hug. How did you just whistle like that?
It's Reese. What are you doing? Oh, God.
It's the face he pulled when he whistled.
What the hell happened out there? They want me to send HR a message. Elias should go to hell. Quite frankly, I second the motion.
I can't. Really worked out for Fusco.
Yeah, it did.
Wait, whoa. Who is this? Wait, hold on.
What's that about?
Anonymous tip, Davidson.
Ugh.
But he was murdered by another cop.
He did everything you asked him to. That's not fair. That's just Simmons throwing a little hissy fit.
Scenes from our next episode.
What a little bitch.
Yeah. So, that was episode 9, C.O.D. What did you think of that?
Like the episode, confused on the title, but like the episode.
Cash on delivery.
We are donuts. Cash on delivery. That was literally what he said. Like, here's half. You get the rest of the cash on.
Yeah. We're dum-dums. You're the one who said Call of Duty. I thought as well.
Yeah.
I think it really threw me off as well because in the thumbnail it had Simmons, who's a police officer, and the Call of Duty to be a police officer.
Yeah. I really
mean,
hope
it could
for,
have
like,
a double
past, meaning. You know, like.
But yeah, maybe we're just Who knows? Maybe because of video games we're broken. But there we go. That was Cash on Delivery.
Yeah.
What did you think of that episode?
No, it was good. It was good.
It's quite wholesome in the end as well. Yeah.
It was quite a meaty episode, really. There was a lot.
Yeah, there was a bunch going on. But we started off in a cab at late at night.
Yeah.
Russian guy got in. Was like, drive around the block.
Yeah.
Here's my number. Listen out. I'll call
Yeah.
you. Here's half of your $500. Was it? You get the other half when. Yeah. And we find out this guy is.
Can't remember his name.
Furman.
Oh! I thought you meant the Russian.
No, Furman Ordonez.
Yeah. Used to live in Cuba.
Yeah,
was a baseball player. Defected to the US to continue baseball with his friend.
Although he injured
ran
his
away
arm.
From.
It was a hotel. We didn't find out that till later, though.
But just to. But he's injured his arm and he can no longer play baseball.
Yeah,
so he's
basically.
a taxi driver.
Yeah, so he's a taxi driver, and Finch is basically saying, Anyone could like kill him. The cab drivers are 30 times more likely to be killed by someone that gets in their cab or something. That's what we said.
And then Finch gets into his cab.
Yes, yeah.
Hacks into the.
Well, yeah, it's quite
computer.
funny. He hacks into the onboard computer.
Does
he swipe it with like a card? Or
yeah, Reese is
like,
you didn't realise you could just do some small talk rather than.
It's like, not now, Reese. I'm doing something.
He's
like, are you talking to me?
Yeah, and then he starts chatting to him.
Chats about another cab driver who got stabbed.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about how
you never know who's getting in.
Exactly. It's kind of like, it's weird though, because like obviously taxi driver. I was thinking about it as well. Like anywhere you go, like even if you work in a shop, you don't know who's going to come in.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a bit different, I guess, in a cab because it's 1-to-1 usually.
Yeah, it's very close proximity.
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
You never know how they're going to be. Like, yeah. So like we saw like a little montage of different people. There's a woman talking on the phone saying, "Oh, I'm gonna kill him." And then there's a drunk man talking about farms or something, and then another guy wanted to listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Turn the baseball on.
But when Finch was in there, they were talking about judge a character. And
Yes,
he said,
what do you think of me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, you have a nice suit, but you're not too flashy."
Well, it's not too flashy, except for the pocket square. And the vest. You might be a librarian. Well, first of all, he said a professor or a librarian, and then Finch is kind of like, "Oh yeah, sort of."
Yeah.
I work in a library.
Yeah.
It's no longer used.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically Finch hacked into the cameras and stuff so they can see who's in. And that's
they're using
where we see the montage of people. Yeah.
His mobile to piggyback off other people's mobile.
Yeah, exactly. So you can hear what's going on. So, yeah. They then call Carter, I believe. Well, Reese is following around on a bike.
Yeah.
But he calls Carter to say he's got like the information of his GPS information of where he's been or whatever. And then Carter's like, "Oh, I guess you went to the TLC to get this." He's like, "No, but I can hack them to make it look like I did." She's just like, "Whatever." Like, I really love how. Yeah, he's way around things. It's so funny.
Yeah. Then we see the guy go into like a computer store while Reese is following him. And then the guy gives him $800.
$800. Yeah.
And then they continue on their merry way, and that's when Reese also discovers that he puts the money because they highlighted earlier that he'd cleared out all his savings and bank accounts, and
like he had no prior
conviction,
like credit. His credit score's good. It's all like.
But he's emptied out all his money, and they're like, "Why?"
Yeah.
And then Reese sees him put the $800
in a big black
bag in his boot, and he's like, "Well, we found all the money."
Yeah, he's carrying it with him,
which
is kind of dangerous.
Then,
but before this, should we just carry on with that story and do HR separate? I guess. Yeah. He goes to Senor Mendoza.
Yes.
Who he gives $40,000 to.
Yep, to bring his wife and kid
over from Cuba. Yeah.
And then he's like, the price has increased.
This will only get you one person plus. But basically we find out he's doing this because he would like help people over, get them a career, and then take a cut of their pay.
Yeah.
But he couldn't
play baseball anymore,
because of his arm injury.
He
So
found a different way to get money out of him.
Yeah, so
after that he goes and sees his friend, doesn't he? He stops his cab outside a restaurant, and a guy's leaving with his family.
That's what I was trying to remember.
People are taking pictures and asking for his autograph.
Yeah, it's Rafael Acosta.
Yeah,
who also
Reese is like he's seeing the life that he should have had.
Yeah, basically this is the guy he was a teammate with on the baseball team, and then they defected when they snuck out of a hotel in Netherlands.
Yeah.
But he went on to become
top 10 in something.
Yeah, a pro baseball player, and so he basically asked him for money or help.
Yeah, to bring
his family. And then he kind of gives him like what's in his wallet. And like, right, I'll go. See ya. I guess he wanted to ask for even more help, but obviously at that moment you're a bit like, he's too, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe ashamed.
It's a bit
I don't
awkward
know.
as well.
Yeah, it's an awkward situation. But you think if he really was his friend, he would have helped him more. It was even like when he saw. When Raphael saw him, though, I don't know if you saw his face, he was a bit like, oh no.
Yeah.
But he tried to make out like, oh, I didn't recognise you.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
This is where he then gets the blonde in the taxi.
Well, before that, we see the body So Carter's followed up where the cab was for 25 minutes last night or whatever.
And there's a crime scene.
Yeah, and she finds that detective there. I can't remember his name, began with T. But yeah, we've seen him before.
Yeah.
And he's like, how did you hear about this? And she was like, I was just driving around or whatever.
You guys look like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. And there's a body. And it's the Russian guy, who we find out is it Vadim Pushkov?
Yeah. How the Secret Service arrived.
Yeah.
So he was killed with...
Did we find out? Oh.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but it's not what you... Acute lead poisoning.
Yeah.
A gunshot. That's what she's saying.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, a gunshot, because the bullet's lead. It was a gunshot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some really like...
No. They've said this... I don't
Mafia killing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in a season 1 they said something about he like lead poisoning, and they mean gunshot.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong, but that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Secret Service.
They're not really telling her anything,
No.
and she's not telling them, but she knows something they don't know, and but they kind of end up working together, and it turns out, obviously, he had a laptop.
Yes.
So,
just she's like, we're more interested in what was on him.
Yeah, did he have anything, a phone, laptop,
Yeah.
anything like that? And I was like, well, we'll see. Like, was there anyone with him last night? Drop him off? And it's like, well, we'll have to see. There was maybe a witness. But yeah, this is when the Russian lady gets into Furman's car.
It says, drive to here.
And he's like, an address? And he's like, no, just drive this way.
And then
they go down
Reese
an
is
alley.
following on the motorbike, and it's like, bottlenecking it.
Well, even Finch is like, over the phone, is like, why is she going? This is a dodgy place.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I mean, they should have been triggered. Like, she's not Russian though.
No, she's
well,
Estonian.
maybe she is, but she's part of Estonian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mob, right?
Yeah.
But it's a trap. They trapped him down an alley.
She asked if he had anything, and he's like, no, and then...
Don't lie to me. And he's like, well, I turn in the cab every night. I didn't see anything. They might have.
There was, yeah. Then she gives him $100.
And just gets out.
And
Oh,
he's
she
like-
gets on the phone as well, right? And,
Yeah.
Speaks Russian. Or Estonian.
She gets out, walks off, and then
Reese gets in. He's like, no, I'm not taking any cab
I've had an
fares.
awful day, and he's like, it's about to get worse.
And then he cocks his gun.
Yeah.
He's like, what? I don't want any trouble.
You're about to get blocked in, and you need to hit the tail end of the car.
Yeah, 2 cars on. There's like 4 to 6 men.
Yeah.
Hit the tail of the car. Don't stop
raining
going.
bullets.
Don't stop. It's really cool. I like that scene.
Yeah.
But they get out of there.
Yeah.
And that's when Reese says, I recognise it's the Estonian mob.
Yeah.
The same thing happened to me in Russia. Didn't end up well for them, though.
Yeah. While he's unconnecting the GPS from
Yeah.
the taxi, then he questions him about, was there anything in the car?
And then he tells him the laptop.
Yeah,
That he sold
but
it.
he sold it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Let's go find him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they go and they find that Aziz is dead. The
Yeah.
guy he sold it to. So they're trying to kill anyone who had contact
Yeah.
with the laptop, basically. And this is when we find out that Finch finds out it was sold to a person called Demonate.
Yeah.
And it might be on the black market or the dark
the
dark
dark
web.
web.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah.
He
so-
calls in Carter as well to let Carter know the bodies.
Yeah.
And then she has a bit more leverage with the Secret Service, which then they end up giving her a bit of a rundown on what's going on.
Yeah, she kind of tells them what's
Yeah.
So they kind of start working together. She's like, well, you need to tell me more because I can't help you. We need to help each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's when we find out he's a hacker.
Yeah.
This Pushkov. And he hacked like some flight control encryption. He did
Credit cards.
Yeah, like so many thousand credit cards or whatever. But he's now, they don't know what he's got, but we find out from Finch that he hacked into home security because he was at the airport. He paid $25. Oh no, $250. Right?
275.
75, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not a short stay.
No.
So he hacked into the home security thing, right?
To get information on people that pass security and stuff, so then
they can
bring anyone in.
Yeah, they can use fake credentials to bring anyone in. But if anyone knows about this, they know the hacks happened, they'll fix it, basically. Or they'll be aware of it.
Yeah.
So no one can know. Yeah. But Finch went on the dark web and organised to buy the laptop.
Yeah.
So Reese and Furman go.
Yeah.
We had a scene of them in the cab talking about his family and stuff and how his life is ruined and how Senor Mendoza, like, he should have stayed in Cuba. And Reese is kind of like, well, no, you did a brave thing. You're trying to find a better life. And they're saying how Mendoza's screwing him over, basically. Which, yes. But they end up...
They go to the place and it's just an empty building.
Yeah, nothing there.
But then there's a camera.
Watching. Yeah, it turns out they didn't like the look of Reese.
No, he looked like a fed.
Yeah. He's like, what's wrong with the way I look?
So avoid the sale.
Yeah.
So Finch decides to go and do it himself. Well,
Well, no, they get attacked by the cab.
Reese
gets attacked by the cab by Estonians.
Estonians are outside.
Yeah.
And he's fighting, and then Finch is like, I'm gonna have to go do this myself.
Yeah. Come on, man. I like how he's not that concerned. He's like, well, he's got this under control.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Then
Fusco actually calls at this moment as well.
So I'll call you back.
Yeah.
But they work out the IP address, don't they? Which is the pool bar.
Yeah, so he didn't encrypt the IP on the camera very well, so they find the pool bar.
So that's where Finch goes.
Yeah. We find out the name of the woman because I think they go to the shop where Aziz is, like Carter and the Secret Service.
Yeah, they look back on the CCTV.
They see he leaves, comes back with no laptop, and then
she comes in.
Ivana Cobb or something like that. I think her name is, but she comes in.
20 minutes later.
He dies like an angel of death. It's kind of creepy. Finch meets Demon 8.
Yeah. Knows all about him.
I like how Bear is there and like no one wants to mess with him.
Yeah. And then he basically is like, because then isn't the other guy like, why do you want this?
Yeah, you're not Estonians.
And she's like,
Finch explains, anyone who's had this, they're gonna want to kill you.
Yeah.
And he's like, so why do you want it? He's like, let me worry about that.
Yeah.
But you take this, double your asking price.
Yeah.
Don't go home.
Don't go to your mother in Queens, Albert.
Yeah, he's like telling specific information about him, which is really cool. He's used these hacking skills to get information about him, and it's really cool. And the guy goes,
leaves,
and then Ivana.
Doesn't Reese call Finch, and Finch is like, "Yep, got it."
Yeah, but then the Estonians turn up.
Yeah. So he's like, "You might want to hurry up."
And she's like, "Did you look at it?" And he's like, "I don't need to.
Yeah,
I know what's on it." So I'm like, "Why tell her that?" I mean.
And then the other people come from behind, don't they? And then it's like,
shoot the dog.
And then Reese is just like,
I wouldn't do that. We'll get a cool pool fight.
Yeah.
Smacking them with the sticks, and then Furman throws a pool ball. It's pretty cool. And the dog Bear attacks someone.
Yeah.
We're getting some cool action. But yeah, there we go. That's basically it. They
And then Carter calls Reese, doesn't he? Says that they've just had a intel that the guy's in a bar, but I guess you're already there.
Yeah, you might want to get out of there because the feds are aware that you're there, so get out of there. Yeah. There we go. Basically, in the end,
Reese and Finch give Furman the laptop to kind of
use
barter with the Secret Service.
Yeah, as a bargaining chip, basically.
His family back.
Yeah.
Which we see Carter take him to the Secret Service.
It's like, hey, maybe we could do a favour for him and just take a little bit of money and convince the Coast Guard. And that's basically the end. We see him at the park.
His family
Reese is playing with Bear. And then his family turn up and plays ball. Like I said, kind of wholesome towards the end. Yeah, it's quite nice. And Carter and Reese look happy about it.
Yep.
Reese is concerned about Fusco, though.
Yes.
And Carter's a bit like, why? Why?
But she says she'll keep an eye on him.
But so, Fusco's whole story was about HR.
I really like the web imagery for the HR.
So the actual machine imagery of it.
Yeah.
We got the hierarchy.
All of the ones
people who've been eliminated and who's left. And I like how it said on I can't remember his name now. What's his name? Quinn. Yeah, so Quinn. No, Davidson's the guy who went missing.
Yeah.
And died, basically. Quinn. He's at the top. It says undetected.
Yeah.
I like that. But I also like how we've getting the voiceover of him talking to Fusco saying, you got to come do this. Remember, we got leverage on you or whatnot.
Yeah.
And it shows you like the footage of him.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a nice like flashback to it. But done in a really smart way. I really like that. Because it could have done a flashback. But no. Yeah, it's really cool. So basically, Quinn is saying that HR need to rebuild.
Yeah. That they need Elias on board.
They need Elias on board. They shouldn't have cut ties or whatever. Elias, still in prison, is still like head honcho of New York,
Yeah,
basically.
so they need to plan a meet with him.
Yeah.
Which they do.
Yeah, so they get Fusco.
And then their bartering deal is that Elias wanted the 5 heads.
I like how he said, "You've got newbie here, so what am I doing here?" And he's like,
to take the bullets.
"Yeah, you're here to take any stray bullets." Oh god.
Yeah. But yeah, their bartering tool is one of the 5 heads.
But we see right hand man, don't we? Anthony.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever got his name.
I don't know.
I don't think we have, but it was written down on the machine.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But yeah, sorry, go on. The last remaining of
Yeah.
the 5 families, the head of the 5 families.
So they were going to barter with his...
Grafani?
Yeah. Location for...
You never got him. Elias never
Yeah.
got him, but we know where he is. He's in witness protection.
Yep.
And on the back of this is his address. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Elias still agrees
But
to
Anthony says, what do you want from us? To help us rebuild HR.
Yeah.
Was the...
Yeah. And Elias actually agrees to it, so...
But they've got to bring him.
bring
We're not going to
him.
do the heavy
Yeah.
work. Yeah. So
then they...
So this is when we get the, so obviously there's bits in between.
Yeah.
Fusco doesn't want to do it.
No.
But then again, he's like...
I've got all this dirt on you.
Sends all
you've
these
got
emails
to-
through with
yeah.
the images and stuff. And that's when Fusco calls Reese to kind of be like, I need help, but he's busy
Yeah.
fighting. And
Yeah.
he's like, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the location.
Yeah.
And Reese then calls him back to see what he wanted.
Yeah.
And he was like,
He's
why
like,
are you
"Oh,
calling? And he
nothing.
was like, you called me.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
And then the guy
Just
leaves.
tell him. Reese can help you. That's the whole thing they do. Help people out of tricky situations.
But yeah, the guy leaves the house.
I wonder if the machine will bring up Fusco's number at some point.
Maybe.
Maybe his life isn't actually in danger right now.
No.
I mean, he's only been threatened with prison, right?
Yeah.
So-
But yeah, the guy leaves the house, so they go out and then
he's laughing.
And they're like, what are you laughing at? And then
I'm not the one who's about to be hit.
No. And then
And the guy appears.
and then Fusco's partner gets shot.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, what? He's like, Elias would never agree. Elias told me that you were coming.
Well, he said that after everything that happened, I tried to make amends because Elias is basically in charge, and I
Yeah.
wanted to work with him.
Yeah.
And
Told me that you were coming.
Yeah.
And you're gonna send a message back to HR.
we're done. We don't want
Yeah.
anything to do here, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Fusco goes back to
Simmons, tells him.
And
Simmons is
"Why
like,
are
I
you
don't
here?"
understand what the hell's happened. How are you still alive? What happened?
Yeah.
Why the hell are you not dead? He's like, well,
Yeah.
they wanted me to send a message.
Yeah.
Saying, yeah, I don't want anything to do with it. Simmons looks mad.
He
You're
does.
like, oh, Fusco kind of got away with it. He did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
But then Simmons goes on the phone.
Yep. And then Carter answers the phone, and then she's like, wait, what?
Slow down!
Slow down.
What's happening?
And then Fusco's like, oh, who was that? And then she's like,
It's an anonymous
"There's
tip.
that Davidson was murdered by a cop." And Fusco's just like,
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Crazy. I like how we get more of HR. We haven't had them
Yeah.
for a little bit. Maybe was the last time when we found out about Quinn?
Maybe.
Maybe we got a bit more Simmons since then. I can't
Yeah.
quite remember. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know if we did.
Did I?
Yeah, I don't think we've got any since the reporter one. Remember?
Yeah.
It was Zambrano's son. Yeah, so there we go. Overall, I really enjoyed that episode.
Yeah.
It's fun to get back into Person of Interest again. If you didn't know, we probably should have said this in the intro, but there's been a bit of a gap between videos and stuff because
Yeah.
Claire was moving and I was helping, so we've had a very busy time. But we're back and hopefully we'll do more.
Yes.
But yeah, there we go. Person of Interest. We've got a whole bunch more episodes.
Yeah.
13, I think, more episodes in this
Yeah.
season. So there we go. What would you like to see next time?
I don't know.
What kind of number?
I do want to see some more of the past, though. Obviously, with
Yeah.
our original
Call of Duty
Call
mishap.
of Duty mishap.
Where it was
And
cash
I
on
really
delivery.
thought they might have gone into Reese's past and what happened and
Yeah.
and her as well.
No, didn't get any of that. Completely different. But we did get more HR, a little
Yeah.
bit of Elias, although Elias wasn't in the episode. We got his...
Yeah.
Yeah. But there we go. I really enjoyed it. We were, and I really so it's I feel because obviously we get a lot of side characters where it's like we're helping this person.
Yeah.
You can kind of judge it on that side character. I like Furman. He seemed like a genuine human, like a person who just cares about his family. So where other times you can get annoying husband and wife who want to kill each other, which is a different feeling, but it changes it up every time. So who are we going to get next? Who are they going to help?
Maybe a child again. We've had a child for ages.
Could be. We had a young girl before, right?
Baby.
No, not baby. Young girl,
but
like
we've had
teenager.
A baby.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I'm trying to remember what the teenager.
Yeah.
Remember, she was like on the run, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the baby. We also had kind of a kid, the judge's son.
Yep.
We've had that, so we've had a few. Maybe we'll get an elderly.
Maybe an oldie.
An old. Maybe. Well, who's coming from? It's the Grim Reaper.
Did you have that with that ex, I don't think it was Nazi, but...
No, he was a Russian spy or something.
Was it a Russian
German spy or something
German
like
spy
that.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that.
Yeah, he wasn't that old. He was oldish. I'm thinking of like walking stick, like Zimmer frame.
We used to just like, can you keep up?
Yeah. And then Grim Reaper's coming.
Yeah.
So it comes for everyone eventually. Anyway, that was Person of Interest. We will be back next on the channel with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We're coming to near the end of season 7. Really exciting. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back with Person of Interest in about 5 videos time. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.